Welcome back to Love Cooking with Tuhfa. Today is a continuation of why I was rushed to hospital with a tumor I never knew I had. If you haven't already, guys, please like, subscribe, share my videos. We never know who I can inspire. That is the aim here. You can never give back enough. So basically in this part, I'm going to talk about how I broke the news to my family. Guys, understand that today I wasn't in very high spirits, but like I said, you don't know who I can inspire. So this is why I got up out of bed, I showered, I put on some makeup, and I got dressed. And I'm taking it to social media. So righto, let's get into the story. So basically, when Dr. Shiro left the room, I picked up my phone and I sent a message in the family group, and I literally just said, we need to have a family meeting. And I put my phone down and I sat there thinking about how I was going to break the news to my family without it sounding like a death sentence. Because when people hear cancer, they think, ooh, death sentence. The first person that I actually said the words to was my husband. I couldn't imagine how he must have taken the news because he also just recently lost his mother. I couldn't dwell on it too much because it's not the kind of news you expect someone to give you. The second person I told was my brother because he immediately rushed through to ICU, and I was shaking on the inside. I couldn't, as much as I had to keep calm, inside was telling me a different story. It was a complete different experience on the inside. When my brother walked in, I told him the news in person, and I remember him hugging me and the tears rolling down my cheeks. Then it was my second eldest son. He handled the news very, very maturely. He's such a strong kid. His strength gave me strength. Like I said, nobody really prepares themselves to tell their family members, let alone your kids, at my age, that, hey, I have cancer. Whether you say it in song form or in just plain words, it's something very hard to do. And then after that, I went down to the foyer at the hospital. I told my brother-in-law and my sister. Like when I looked at him, I could see him holding back tears in his eyes because he's been in our family for so long. But the part that got to me the most when telling them is my sister looked away and she was like, this can't be true. My mom and my eldest son arrived at the hospital last. I had to break the news again to my big boy and to my mother. This killed me. It killed me. In a way that cancer could never. I imagined my mother and my son imagining burying me. If that gives you a clear picture. of what that feels like. It's hectic stuff. It hurt me. I sat there and I held my 11th-month-old daughter in my arms for the first time in days. At that point, you don't know what to expect, you don't know what stage, you don't know any other information, but just the last bit of malignant cancer still stuck replaying in your head over and over. And then it was the rest of my family and friends. And I remember I was speaking with my cousin on the phone and I was telling her, I'm the type of person, if life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And here I was sitting and I was thinking, life just gave me cancer. I had no other option but to accept it. Because, like I said, if life gives you lemons, you can't dwell on the sourness. You're never going to make something of it. I accepted it. Very hard pill to swallow, but it's what you do in a position like that. And at this point, now that everybody knew, from here on out, at that time, at that moment, the doctors needed to discover how far the cancer had spread, whether it has attacked my organs already, or just swimming freely in my bloodstream. The anxiety was overwhelming. I was tripping on the inside about my insides. Then it came to the point where the doctors decided that they were going to do a GNC scan or scope, and they needed to give me medication to assist with cleaning out my system. But the night before the GNC, at one point my nerves was so much, I didn't think that I needed medication to clean out my system, because I was literally living the expression shitting bricks. That night I was up since 3 a.m. I showered just to get this over and done with, because the anxiety was way too much for me to deal with. I wanted to know, but I didn't want to know. I was scared and I was alone. Can you imagine the stress, the anxiety, the overthinking from 3 a.m. all the way up until 8 a.m. During that time, all I did was I prayed, I made dua so much, but I would find myself trailing off to the thought of the worst stage. But I kept on praying, and I kept on praying. My prayers were literally, Alhamdulillah. Praise be to God. What must be, must be. And if it is, Lord, I ask you the opportunity to touch people's lives while I have the chance. But in the same breath, let me love and let me beat this. Grant me the opportunity to show more than just my kids and my family and my friends what the definition of strength is. I'm a fighter. Let me beat cancer. There's a on the when I was having the conversation with my cousin on the phone, she said to me, Tohfa, everything you went through in life prepared you for this. You are so strong. You are so strong. You are so positive. If there is anyone out there that can handle this, it's you. If there is anyone in the family that could handle this, it would be you. And now for the second time, during my stay at the hospital, I was being taken to theater. The anxiety coming at me from a dizzy height had me forget to breathe. I had to tell myself, breathe, because I was holding my breath in so much panic. In so much panic. I recall the doctor's assistant coming over to me and he gave me some kind words because, look, they knew why I was there. They saw my file. And he came to me and he said, calm down. He mentioned a few surah names, Quranic verses. Because I am 250% sure that he could see the amount of stress that came with cancer on my face. And then they started setting me up for the GNC. I'm going to stop for now. Like I said, I'm not having a great day today. I literally have no energy in me at all. I planned on spending the entire day in bed. But like I said, it is what it is. Thank you so much for all your prayers, your love, guys. You do so much for me, and it's much appreciated. Thank you for your time, and thank you for watching.